going to go right in. I'm telling you, we're going to step right on. Matt's first words are
just have a break ready.
Ocean County football on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Tonight's game is presented by Jersey Mike's, a sub above, perfect for game day catering. Empowered by Toyota World of Lakewood, your Jersey Shore dealer on the border of Brick and Lakewood.
Participating sponsors include Seaview Orthopedic and Medical Associates, your #1 choice for sports injuries and concussion management.
And Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park, serving the shore's best seafood for over 40 years.
Now, here's Matt Harmon, Kevin Williams, and Ed Sarluca with Jersey Mike's Ocean County football.
On Ocean County's hometown station, 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Beautiful night here in the east side of Toms River with Kevin Williams and Ed Sarluca, who's down on the field. I'm Matt Harmon. We welcome you back here to our Jersey Mike's Game of the Week. It's Ocean County football here at 92.7 WOBM FM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com. That's got the video for you. Kevin, we saw 2 renditions of this Toms River battle. Tonight we get the third. It's Toms River North or Toms River East, the team that at the end of the night tonight can call themselves the champs of the town.
I guess you can, hang it on. It's kind of like the Commander's Trophy, right? Army, Air Force, and Navy. Toms River North and East have both beaten Toms River South, so the winner tonight does get to claim those bragging rights. But for Toms River North, there's a lot more on the line. They are really trying to earn a better position in the playoff picture. 2 games left in the regular season. They're sitting number 10 of the 16 teams that will qualify in South Jersey. Looking to move up a little bit with a win tonight.
And for this Toms River East team, don't think you can discount the importance for them. If they've got any chance of getting to the playoffs, they probably need a win tonight.
And a win tonight would get them a lot of points. It would be an upset. They would really pick up some points and maybe put themselves in position, believe it or not, to earn a playoff spot.
You've got a Mariner team fresh off of a big win last week against Toms River South, and a Raider team which, Kevin, has been up and down during the course of the year.
Coming off a win, though, against Pinelands last week, and again, that's only their second win, also beating the Indians. But a team that is very young, they feel getting a little better as the season goes on. And you know one thing, they are up for this game tonight.
We're going to take a quick timeout. We've got the national anthem for you down on the field. When we come back, we'll have the opening coin toss. We'll have the opening kickoff for you. It's the Raiders and the Mariners coming up on just a quick minute. 60-second timeout for us here at 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County football on the Shore Sports Network.
92.7 WOBM FM, Toms River.
A Town Square Media station.
Ready to take the next step in your career? Trying to figure out what's next after high school or community college? Georgian Court University is ready to help. Sign up now for a campus visit or info session at georgian.edu/visit. Learn about the college experience. Discover what a degree from GCU can do for you. Whether you're just out of high school or if you're an adult learner looking to transfer, GCU is the place to expand possibility. Take that first step. Make GCU your place. Register now for a campus visit or info session at georgian.edu/visit.
Hey, Chrissy, where can I score my best deal on a new set of wheels?
Searching? Samsung Junior's 66 Auto Mall. During the fall sales blitz, they're hitting the competition hard, knocking down prices, payments, and financing rates on a huge lineup of new Nissans and Kias.
What if my credit's out of shape?
Don't sweat it. When the blitz is on, their only job is to say yes with credit approval in 15 minutes or less. Samsung Junior 66 Auto Mall, where we work hard to make car buying easy.
If you need orthopedic care, turn to Seaview Orthopedics. They have a specially trained staff of board-certified and fellowship-trained physicians who specialize in general orthopedics, as well as joint replacement, sports medicine, arthritis care, physiatry, pain management, and pediatric orthopedics. They believe in earning the trust of their patients and their families, not only by providing the highest quality and leading-edge medical care, but also with sincere compassion. To find a location near you, visit SeaviewOrtho.com. It's the Jersey Shore's best time of the year at Seabreeze Ford's local summer sales event. The crowds are gone, but the no money down deals are still here on Ford's hottest models, like the stylish 2018 Ford Explorer, America's best full-size pickup, the Ford F-150, and the best-in-class Ford Escape SUV. Plus, Seabreeze Ford has over 100 certified pre-owned cars on hand for the Shore's best selection. Locals rule at Seabreeze Ford, Route 35 in Wall Township, or SeabreezeFord.com. Seabreeze Ford's local summer sales event is underway.
The sub above difference is grilled. Because if you're making a cheesesteak and you're not using a hot grill to make it, well, you're not making a cheesesteak. Give our grill a go. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. The sub above difference is daily, not shredded last night or baked yesterday afternoon. Good ingredients, prepped fresh every day. Because that's what daily means. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
For complete high school football coverage, including scores, highlights, features, and more, visit ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football, 92.7 WOBM.
Week number 7 of the high school football season here. The Shore Conference 2-4. Toms River East set to play host to 4-2 Toms River North. Captains making their way out to midfield. We'll have the opening coin toss for you coming up in just a second. The Raiders out of the Freedom Division, South Jersey Group 4 team. For the Mariners, they are out of the American Division, South Jersey Group 5. Down to the field we go. Ed Sarluca with a coin toss.
Okay, Toms River North, you are the visitors. We are going to call you white. Toms River East, you're the home team. We're going to call you black, okay? White talks to white, black talks to black. You guys have a problem, come see us. You guys are the captains. We ask you guys to step in before we have to step in, okay? Thank you. All right? What are you going to call?
Heads.
Heads? Okay. Heads is the call, okay? And guys, speak up and speak clearly so that WOBM cannot hammer me this week. Heads was the call. You have the option to kick, receive, defend, or defer, and I know what you're going to say now.
Defer.
Defer. Thank you. Okay. You guys want the ball.
We got it right this week, guys.
That was one of the more entertaining coin tosses. Very rare.
Well, it's the same crew that did it last week with the foul up, remember?
Yeah.
Very rare in our long time of covering high school football do we get immediate recognition from the referee.
Anyway, North won the toss, deferred their choice to the second half, unlike last week, and the Raiders will be receiving to the left of your dial. Slight wind down here, Matt, blowing from right to left on your dial. Might affect the kicking game slightly, should not affect the passing game at all.
Young Raider team. Third-year head coach Kyle Sandberg. Dave Ozowitz on the opposite sideline for Toms River North. The Raiders tonight will be in their black uniforms, black jerseys, black pants, white numerals, white helmets. A lot of players sporting the pink socks in honor of breast cancer awareness. On the flip side, Toms River North will be in their away white jerseys, the dark blue pants, dark blue numerals on either side of the helmet, and the white helmets.
We should see kicking off for the Mariners, Joe Romeo.
Who was so impressive last week.
Yes, he was.
Alex Smith going back deep for Toms River East.
Put a couple into the end zone, and with this slight wind at his back here, although it has died down somewhat, he'll get it inside the 5-yard line.
Romeo, very impressive last week, kicking the football. Spot on with PATs, big leg. This one will be short. It will be returnable from the 2-yard line. And taking it out to the 20, that was Fernando Aguilar, where Toms River East will get it. First down and 10, number 2. That's Nassim Davis, my mistake. Out to the 21, where it will be Raider football. They are under the direction of Mike Goodall. He wears number 7. Young player. We saw him a couple weeks back against Toms River South, and he directed a very good attack for the Raiders. Frank Giannetti, number 44, will operate at the running back spot. 3 wide receiver set. Off to the left side. Single receiver back to the right is Riley Englehart. Nassim Davis, Alex Smith starting at the receiver spot. Anthony Canto Giannanis as a wingman to the left. Long cadence here for the Raiders, who change the play. Give up the middle is to Giannetti. And he will bang his way forward to the 30. 9-yard pickup, maybe 10 with a second effort, and close to a first down. The offensive line, Matt McKelvey and Brady Gibbons. The tackles, Joe Ganello and Stephen Carr. The guards, Liam Meekum is the center.
I think, Matt, the Raiders are going to move the ball tonight. We've seen that this year. They have good offensive weapons. The thing is, they have to limit the big play capabilities of the Mariners tonight.
Number 10, Ryan McIntyre checking into the game for Toms River East. Man in motion is Smith across the formation, right to left. Mariners showing blitz. We saw Toms River North blitz a ton last week against Toms River South. And when they blitzed, they brought all 4 linebackers often. It's Jordan Johnson on the blitz. This is the ball popping out late. Mariners say they have it, and they do at the 35-yard line. Goodall tried to get a second effort for an extra yard or two. Ray Carlson will follow the football, and Toms River North will get it 1st and 10. Not quite a minute into this opening quarter, their first possession.
Well, we said this last week with Toms River South. When you're the underdog and the decided underdog, the one thing you can't do is turn the ball over, and Goodall did it right there after what was a decent run.
Sophomore quarterback Jake Kazanowski has thrown for just over 900 yards on the season, 12 touchdowns. He's got a lot of weapons to work with. He'll spread it out here, 2 receivers either direction. Jared Pruitt, the junior, at the tailback spot. He'll set himself to the right side of Kazanowski. Now go back to the left side of the formation. Raiders with a 3-man front. Pruitt on the ground. He will get dropped in the backfield. No gain whatsoever. Joe Ganello, the nose man, smashing through and making the tackle for a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11. Dominic Jacob, Aaron Craig, Deshaun Wilder, the wide receiver core for Toms River North. John O'Donnell, the tight end. Stavon Drew and Najee Holland back to the 2 tackles. Nick Renda and Cross Conlon, the guards, and Dan Crow is the center. 2nd down, let's call it a long 11. Back of the 37-yard line. On the ground, Pruitt into the short side of the field, offensive left. Gets to the 31, maybe the 30, with a decent spot of the football. Gain there of about 7. It'll be 3rd down and short. Joe Ussery, one of the corners on the stop. He's in the back 4. Mike Madera, Nick Totten, and Nassim Davis. The rest of that secondary, Yusuf Ahmed, Christian Pines, the outside linebackers, Frankie Giannetti, Vincent Coletti, the linebackers. 3rd down, let's call it 6. Just inside of 10 minutes. Pruitt on the ground again off the right side. Gets to the 28-yard line. Gain there of about 3. That stop made by Canto Giannis. We'll see some time at the linebacker position. 4-down territory here, it looks like, for Toms River North.
I think the Mariners, Matt, would like to get their ground game going tonight. They were unable to do that last week. They had to use the big play and went and hit via the airwaves all night. Couldn't get the ground game going.
Wilder in motion, quads to the right side. Kazanowski rolling. Here comes pressure, throws, has a man in the flat, deep flat. That catch is made. Bouncing forward is Will Marsh. He will make the reception, get down close to the 10-yard line where the Mariners will get a key first down. They'll spot it at the 11, 18-yard pickup.
Well-designed play as Kazanowski rolled to his right and Marsh sort of drifted along the sideline. Defender in bad position kind of stepped up, and Kazanowski hit him for the easy first down.
Craig near sideline left. Man of the slot is Wilder. Keep an eye on him. He'll get a lot of play running and throwing. Flag out as Pruitt gets it off the right side. That's going to be a hold on Toms River North, thrown immediately from the umpire. That's the quickest indication on just about any penalty that will take place. Thrown at the 10. 10-yard infraction will make it first and long. We've played 3 minutes in this opening quarter. No score.
You hate those big penalties inside the red zone, and North picks one right up on first down. Look for them to go to the air and not waste any time on the ground here.
No big surprise when these Toms River teams play. I'm sure we'll talk about it later, but fantastic student support from both teams tonight. 4 wide receiver set, 3 left, 1 right. Kanazowski wants to throw from the shotgun. Puts it into the end zone. He's got a man. Touchdown. Hauled in Will Marsh. 2 catches for Marsh on the drive. This one from 20 yards out. 6-0. Toms River North with 8:37 remaining in the opening quarter.
Superb job by the Mariner offensive line. Kazanowski had all day from Marsh to get himself open. And how about Marsh? That's his 9th reception of the year and his 4th touchdown. So that's what you call making big catches.
Romeo on for the extra point. North able to convert the turnover and get 6 with an opportunity for 7. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Romeo right through the uprights. We'll take a timeout. 7-0. Toms River North leads. 8:37 remaining opening quarter. We're back after a 30-second timeout with more Ocean County football brought to you by Jersey Mike's on 92.7 WOBM FM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Even though the fall season is upon us, the entertainment continues at Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park. Today, enjoy the Waterfront Duo from 5 till 8 and Matt Knopfsinger at 9:30. Then tomorrow at 9:30, don't miss Rock Bottom. Get into the Halloween spirit on Wednesday, October 31st for Bum's Key West Fantasy Fest Halloween Party. Key West rules will be in effect. Tutus are optional. Bum Rogers in South Seaside Park. For a complete schedule of events and more, visit BumRogersTavern.com.
Now back to Jersey Mike's Ocean County football
on 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
And our opening score of the night is brought to you by Bum Rogers Crab House in South Seaside Park, serving the shore's best seafood for over 40 years. Open daily for lunch and dinner. Visit BumRogersTavern.com.
7-0 after the turnover and the score. Toms River North. High kick here from Romeo. Smith has problems with it inside his 2. Picks it up in a lot of trouble and will get wrapped up around the 13-yard line where the Raiders will have it for the second time tonight on a 1st and 10. Mike Goodall, the quarterback for Toms River East, coming into tonight. Run pass dual threat guy, 235 through the air, 321 on the ground.
Yeah, we do want to apologize for calling Goodall a sophomore all through the South game. He is listed in the program as a sophomore, but he is a junior, guys. He is a junior quarterback.
2-back set. Pistol look for Goodall. Goodall will keep it off the right side. Cuts back middle of the field. Works his way out to the 21-yard line. Sergio Borda, the junior safety, up. Here's your starting lineup defensively for Toms River North. Alex Pedre and C.J. Najelski, the ends. Tom Monica, a presence in the middle at the nose guard spot. John O'Donnell, Ryan Holland, the outside guys. Jordan Johnson, Vinny Palmieri, the 2 inside backers. Borda and Matt Spalletta, the safeties. Bryce Pruitt and Ray Carlson are the corners. 8 minutes in running here in the first quarter. Mariners lead 7-0. Goodall looks over to the sideline. Everybody for the Raider offense checks the armband. Trips to the right side. From the pistol, it will be Gianetti who will get the carry on 2nd and just about 3. Hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot of room to work with. Pedre, first man on the scene for Toms River North.
He played very well last week, Alex Pedre. Turned in a real strong game along with Monica and Najelski all up front.
North off a shutout win over Toms River South, 42-0. Certainly riding high after back-to-back losses against Freehold Township and Middletown South. 3rd down along 2 here for Toms River East. From the shotgun, it will be Goodall. He will have a first down and more out over the 35, 40-yard line. Keeps his feet 45. Carlson tried to go for the strip, and in doing so, Goodall was able to pick up 5-6 extra yards, and the Raiders with a key first down.
You know, little change, Matt, from when we saw the Raiders back in late September against Toms River South. Alex Smith, there's a flag on the play, it's going to come back. Alex Smith, those penalties just kill you. Alex Smith, who was a running back that night and played very well, a big reason for the Raider victory. They've moved him to a wide receiver spot. Coach Kyle Sandberg, the young head coach, said they just wanted to get a little more speed on the outside. And Anthony Canto-Giannis will see some more time in the backfield, as will Yusuf Ahmed, along with, of course, Giannetti.
With that penalty, which was thrown to the line of scrimmage, spot foul, and the Raiders, which would have had a key first down, now backed up to their 10-yard line, cost them about 35 yards.
Exactly, Matt. That's what I was going to say. 35 big yards and a lot of field position.
6:25 and rolling. Third down and about 14. Mariners showing blitz. Goodale wants to throw. And he will be dropped back behind the 10-yard line. Nothing Goodall could do that time around with heavy pressure from the front three plus some blitzing linebackers. Just what we saw last week. Goodall will run to the sideline, and on 4th and long, the Raiders will have to punt it away.
Oh, what that holding penalty did. Not only does it stop the drive, they're now going to punt from deep in their end zone. At best, North will have great field position.
Two guys back deep for Toms River North. Goodale and Jacob.
Stephen Carr, the punter for the Raiders.
Backed up inside his own end zone, about a step away from the back part of the goal line. Off the side of his foot, fair catch called for and made. Jacob fumbles the football. Raiders, I think, get it back. They'll have to go through the pile. Everyone in black signaling it's Toms River East football. We have not seen it officially yet from our referee crew.
Well, I'll tell you what, no official was on the scene. I mean, they're fighting for the ball. There wasn't an official around. Now they're going to give it to North. And I'll tell you what, I think East had the ball, and I think it got taken away from them.
Well, Jacob, who called for the fair catch, then fumbled. He was actually the guy who came away with it. All of the referees now having a conversation right now about the play.
I don't know if you guys picked up on it. As the ball was fumbled and they started fighting for it, there were no officials in the pile.
Yeah, Evan Mills jumped on it, number 8.
You know, I thought East had the ball, and I tell you what, you know, we don't have the replay, but I really believe that what happened was while the ball was on the ground, I think the North player, which you said was the returner, I think he took the ball back away.
Our replay machine in the budget for next year on ShoreSportsNetwork.com. Referees are still talking about it. Kyle Sandberg is out with some of the members of the crew.
Yeah, we're questioning, is this a replay game, Ed? Well, I mean, what are they looking at? We're actually going to see
our video coverage.
Brad has helped us out here. We're going to see if we can. Hey, really. See, where's the officials? They're fighting for the ball. There's nobody in stripes around there.
Yeah. It's not a replay game, by the way.
Okay.
And
what are they talking
about? They're going to lose it. And I just talked to Mills on the sideline. I'm probably not supposed to do that, but he said he definitely had the ball on the pile.
Yeah, Jacob, you could see it as we watched it on our coverage. Jacob was able to get into the bottom of the pile and kind of pull it away.
Ed, what is going on here,
Are they punting it again?
Well, I got to get an explanation on this. This is wild.
It's a redo?
Inadvertent whistle, guys.
Whoa.
That's what they called.
All right.
So we'll do it over again.
All right. So Carr will punt again. Goodale and Jacob will wait inside Raider territory at the 40-yard line. That seemed to be a long discussion for an inadvertent whistle.
Yep.
High snap. Carr almost stepped on the goal line. puts it off the side of his foot, gets off a really good punt with an excellent roll over midfield and to the north 50-yard line. And I'd be among those who would say it almost looked like he stepped on the
Boy, that
goal
was
line.
close. That was very close. Good job
Let's go
by
back to the
Card.
replay.
Good job by a lineman there to keep himself from stepping on that back line. Ends up being a heck of a punt with the roll, so the Mariners will start. Still good field position at their own 45 with a 7-0 lead. 5:08 left in what's been an interesting first quarter already.
North thought they were going to have it at their 35 after East thought they recovered a fumble. A punt redo now has it 1st and 10 for Toms River North. Wilder in motion. They'll keep it on the ground with Pruitt off the right side. Picks his spot over midfield, gets to the Raider 49-yard line. Giannetti on the stop. Ed, you know, as impressive at times as the North offense was last week through the air, the ground game with Pruitt didn't really get going.
No, exactly, and he was disappointed. You know, he was disappointed at halftime and also at the end of the game. Said they'd be working on the ground game this week. You're going to see a couple of different defenses tonight, guys. I'll go over that right after this play.
2nd down and 6. Pruitt picks a spot right side, busts through 1st down in Raider territory a little deeper, takes it to about the 40-yard line. Giannetti will push him out of bounds. That'll set you up. I've seen already 3, 4, 5-man fronts for Toms River East.
Yeah, you're going to see a sit-back defense for Toms River East. They're obviously worried about the pass, you know, in the secondary. They're going to keep a lot of guys back. You won't see too many linebackers blitzing. On the other side, the Mariners, you'll see an attacking defense. They are blitzing just about every play.
4:15 and running. Trips to the left side. On the keep, Kazanowski. Quarterback counter to the right. He got 2 to the 38. Giannetti and Kanto Giannis combine on the stop.
You know, you mentioned about North with all the pressure they put on the quarterback. That sack on the last drive was their 20th sack as a team this year, and we're in the 7th game, so that's well over 3 a game.
2nd down and 8. We work down towards 3:40 remaining in this opening quarter. North 7, East nothing. 3 down linemen. Over the middle, they were looking for Marshall, was lined up as an H-back. That's deflected at the line, falls incomplete. Bring up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, Giannetti got his hands on it.
You know, they might be in 4-down territory again at the 38-yard line. So if you think about that, you got 2 plays to get 8 yards. You don't have to get it all in this one.
Craig to the top of the formation, sideline right, trips to the left. Ball from the right hash mark. Kazanowski, empty backfield. 4 into the pattern. Has time, now moves to his left. Stops, throws. Catch is made by Jacob. Another flag was thrown. This should be a hold on Toms River North, and it will be. Our 3rd holding call of this first quarter. This will negate another 1st down.
It was Stephen Carr who came with good pressure, and one of the North offensive linemen just grabbed him right in front of the official. And that was an easy call, and that'll march it back and set up a 3rd down and long. We've already had 3 holding calls, and we're 3:21 left in the opening quarter.
Yeah, that'll take them out of 4-down territory now if they do not pick this up on 3rd and very long. 3rd and about what, 20, 22, Matt?
21.
Yeah.
Well, you got to cover here. There's some
Yeah,
there's
you
some
got to cover number 13.
dangerous players. That's Dominic Jacob, Aaron Craig, Deshaun Wilder, all dangerous. Wilder was our player of the game last week. Ran for 1 and caught 1.
2 safeties up over the top for the Raiders here. Davis and Totten will try and provide coverage. 5 receiver set, all into the pattern. Empty backfield, Kazanowski. Little roll to his right. Stops, comes back to his left. He'll tuck it and run. 45, makes a move. 40, keeps his feet, and will dive forward and get to the 39, close to the original line of scrimmage, minus that last penalty. It'll be 4th down and about 8.5 here for Toms River North.
And they might think about going here. By the way, what a crushing block. I didn't see who it was, but Frankie Giannetti came up to make the play on Kazanowski in the open field, and he got walloped.
Quick check of the scoreboard. Shore Regional up 21-0 on Keensburg.
Looks like the Mariners are going to go for it here.
Red Bank Regional leading Monmouth 7-0. They are lining up to go for it with 2.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter, leading 7-0, and it looks like Toms River East wants to talk about it. Timeout has been called, though no official.
Well, it should be 4th down. That's the deal.
What is this?
They have 3rd. Don't
Yeah,
they?
definitely it should be 4th down.
Yeah, they have 3rd on the card. It should be 4th down, no doubt. By the way, that game at Kingsburg, the first ever night game at the home of the Titans.
Red Bank Catholic leading 7-0 over Rumson. That game late in the first quarter.
Lubisher to MJ Wright for a touchdown pass. They have put the 4th down marker on, and now Sergio Borda will come on to punt for the Mariners.
Nassim Davis will go back for Toms River East. Clock continuing to move, 2:15. Could be a spot for a potential fake. Jordan Johnson is the up man. On the bounce, Borda gets it, just gets the kick away. It'll roll down inside the 10 and then get down inside the 5-yard line. Good coverage down the field by Toms River North.
I think that was Carlson.
Yep, Ray Carlson,
Yep.
number 16. He downs it around the 3-yard line. So at least in this first quarter, Kevin, certainly Toms River North has won the battle of field position.
Yeah, no question about it. And here we go, the Raiders deep in their own territory. Got to do a little something on offense. Try and get a 1st down or 2.
Where my eyes deceiving me was Borda back about 20 or 25 yards on that punt to receive it, and maybe that's why the ball was bounced back to him.
I don't think it was that far, Ed, but
he was back deep, wasn't he?
Yeah. Okay.
1st down and 10. Raiders have it at their own 3-yard line. 6-man front for Toms River North. On the ground and stacked up immediately at the line of scrimmage was Giannetti. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Hey, if you're listening to us at 92.7 WOBM FM or watching us at ShoreSportsNetwork.com, we've got you covered all the way around the high school football scene. Be sure to download the Shore Sports Network app. It'll link you into continuing coverage with scores from around the Shore Conference. A busy Friday night. Some great games, a couple of top 10 matchups with Red Bank Catholic and Rumson, Long Branch and Manalapan. All part of our Shore Sports Network top 10. 2nd down and a long 9, let's call it. On the ground again, it's Giannetti. This time, nice little seam on a quick hitter up the middle. I think he's going to have enough for the 1st down, out close to the 14-yard line. Vinny Palmieri will make the stop.
Palmieri, the leading tackler on this Mariner team, came into tonight with 67 tackles, 10 tackles for loss. Good numbers for the inside linebacker.
Inside of a minute to go in this first quarter. New set of downs for Toms River East to work with.
That was a big 1st down. Boy, got him out of bad territory.
Goodall will work from the shotgun. Giannetti to his right. Trips to the right side. Ball from the left hash mark. Looks over the defense, gets the shotgun snap. Run all the way. Goodall will fall forward to the 19. There is another flag that has been thrown as Borda will make the stop. This will be a hold on Toms River East.
And that was thrown in the backfield, guys, about on the 11-yard line. So that's going to go back to about the 5.5 for the Raiders.
Just keep track of the holding penalties. That's 4.
Ball to be marched back inside the 10 to the 6 on a half the distance to the goal line infraction. 1st down now and long. Raiders do not have to snap the football as the clock is moving here. Less than 20 seconds to go. Now down to 15.
Looks like they're going to let it run.
Goodall looking over to the sideline. Raider coaches telling him to be patient.
Yep.
No need to snap it, and they won't. They'll change directions. We'll take a break. 7-0 Toms River North in the battle for supremacy in the town of Toms River. 60-second break for us here. Mariners 7, Raiders nothing. We return with more Ocean County football brought to you by Jersey Mike's 92.7 WOBM FM, SureSportsNetwork.com.
36-month lease with approved credit through TFS Corolla 5189 or RAV 44988. Do it signing $0 security deposit. Excludes tax tag title 439 doc fee 10K miles per year. Ends 10/31/2018.
Get it all at Gateway Toyota.
Sign and drive is going on now at Gateway Toyota. New 2019 Corolla LE CVT or 2018 RAV4 LE. Your choice. Drive only $99 a month.
Get it all at Gateway Toyota.
TomsRiverGatewayToyota.com.
The word is out, and so is the awesome brunch spread at the Melting Pot every Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Melting Pot. It's not your ordinary brunch. Check this out: delicious Alpine Benedict fondue, French toast fondue, buttermilk chicken and waffles, mouth-watering sandwiches, burrata melon salad, and if you're 21 or older, enjoy a complimentary mimosa. Yes, it's brunch and it's on. The Melting Pot, now open every Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Located in the Galleria, 2 Bridge Avenue, Red Bank. Book your experience today.
For complete high school football coverage, including scores, highlights, features, and more, visit ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football, 92.7 WOBM.
They are the exclusive auto sponsor of our game of the week, Toyota World of Lakewood, on the border of Brick and Lakewood. Shop them 24/7 at LakewoodToyota.com.
Week number 7 of the high school football season here in the Shore Conference. We've got a Toms River battle on our hands tonight. Raiders of Toms River East playing host to the Mariners of Toms River North, who lead it 7-0. We are getting set for the start of the second quarter, and I think we're being delayed here because the clock says 3 minutes rather than the normal 12. I'll have to reset that.
We did hear that they had been having some difficulty with the clock.
This game
in recent weeks.
This game has been a disaster so far.
It's like Halloween. It's like
exactly.
By the way, a couple of scores. Long Branch leads Manalapan 7-0. Brick up on Jackson 14-0. St. John Vianney and Middletown South were scoreless. And it is Barnegat 6-point, Borough nothing.
I'm not sure that they'll hold the game for this, will they? I mean, they keep the time on the field.
Yeah, well, they'll probably give it a minute or so, and then I would imagine they'll keep it on the field. Powell and Southern, by the way, are tied at 7.
Mariners were able to convert on a turnover from Toms River East on the opening possession of the game.
I think the official's going to come over and tell them. All right.
Now I think we'll get up and going, minus the clock, so we'll do our best to keep you updated with time. We will start the second quarter with this play. Goodall out of the pistol. 2-back set. Blitz coming. This is Gianetti bouncing off some tacklers. Gets back a little bit of the penalty and out close to the 14-yard line. Gain there of about 6. And we saw Gianetti a couple of weeks back against Toms River South. He is a hard runner. Kevin.
He was our player of the game in that game. Both offense and defense did a great job. Leading tackler on this team, leading rusher on this team. Only a junior.
Second down, let's call it 9. Gianetti behind Goodall this time. Under pressure, Goodall getting the snap, rolling to his right, trying to buy some time. He will throw it into the sideline. That is going to be intentional grounding. Flag will come out from our referee, who tonight is using a pink flag, so a little bit of a change from what we would normally be seeing with the yellow.
That'll be a loss of down.
Yeah, it's not like
it's only a 5-yard penalty, but it's a loss of down. That's the killer.
It's not like the NFL rule where you get out of the tackle box, you can throw it anywhere. He rolled to his right. There was nobody anywhere near where he threw the ball. Threw it on the sideline in front of the Mariners, and I mean there was nobody. The nearest person to the football was Dave Ozowitz, the Mariner coach.
Seems like the Raiders have played the whole game inside their 10-yard line.
Sure does, Ed. You can only get away with this for so long.
Yeah.
Goodall now on what will be 3rd and long. 7-0 Toms River North.
Yeah, 3rd and about 18, Matt, from the 6-yard line.
2-back set. Pressure coming. Goodall lets it fly. This is short hopped in and incomplete. The intended target was Nassim Davis. Good coverage down the field for Toms River North. It'll bring up now 4th and long.
Well, I don't think it's an understatement to say the Raiders are not the kind of team that can have 3rd and longs. They're really a running team. Giannetti and Goodall are the keys to that. And these penalties have just killed them all night long. And here we go. Stephen Carr again will be about 9 yards deep in the end zone with his heels close to the line to punt this one.
Can't take a step back. Able to field it. No pressure. Wobbly kick. Jacob wants to return it. He'll come right, 35-yard line. Good coverage down the field. Alex Smith will make that stop, and it will be 1st and 10 for Toms River North. They will have it at the Raider 32-yard line with 11:27 remaining in the opening half, and North trying to build on a 7-0 lead.
Boy, the difference in field position has been amazing. It seems like the Mariners start in Raider territory. The Raiders start on their own goal line. 7-0, and again, they're lucky, but they're playing with fire here, given this Mariner offense short fields to work with.
Kazanowski, the sophomore quarterback, he'll go with a 4-receiver set. And 4 good ones. Marsh, Craig, and Wilder to the left. Jacob will stay as the single receiver near sideline right. Pruitt in the backfield. From the shotgun, back on the ground, it's Pruitt off the left side, bouncing to the outside at the 30 and then getting dragged down. Going a long way to run for a pickup of only a yard. Davis up from the safety spot to make the tackle. Make it 2nd and 9.
You know, Kazanowski's numbers are really impressive, Matt. Coming into tonight, the sophomore is 51 of 83. That's a great percentage. 928 yards and 12 touchdowns. Those are lofty numbers for a sophomore, for anyone.
Kazanowski this time looking right, throwing right, dumping it over the middle. Had Aaron Craig. Drops the football, took his eyes off of it at the very last second. Incomplete, make it 3rd down and 9.
Oh, Craig would like to have that one back. It was the quick post, and it was right in the seam, and Kazanowski put it right in his hands, but the senior could not hold on to it. Craig, 8 catches for 225 yards and 4 touchdowns. It's a big play offense, especially when they throw it.
3rd down now and 9. Could be 4-down territory. Ball will get snapped here from the East 31. Kazanowski pumps once, throws down towards the end zone, has a man wide open, touchdown. Deshaun Wilder hauling it in from 31 yards out. To say he was wide open, an understatement. No one within a 5-10 yard radius in a black jersey, and the Mariners going up 13-0.
The 2 Raider defenders looked at each other like, I thought you had him. No, you had him. And as you're right, you know, that's the thing. Wilder runs out of that slot or wingback formation. He ran down the sideline. Nobody picked him up. Kazanowski found him for the easy 6.
Here's Romeo on for the extra point out of the hold of Spalletta. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, moving left, but hooks the upright. 14-0, 10:09 remaining. North on top of their crosstown rival Raiders of Toms River East. 30-second timeout for us here. We're back with more Ocean County football, brought to you by Jersey Mike's on 92.7 WOBM FM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
We are LakewoodToyota.com, your Jersey Shore
31.
dealer. We are LakewoodToyota.com, your destination for express maintenance with the right price, right quality, right now. We are LakewoodToyota.com, your #1 Tacoma dealer. With over 500 new, used, and certified vehicles, and service specialists for all your oil and filter changes, brake inspections, tire rotations, and more. We are Toyota World of Lakewood on Route 88. We are LakewoodToyota.com.
Now back to Jersey Mike's Ocean County football.
On 92.7 WOBM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
And of course, it is the Jersey Mike's Game of the Week, brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Order Jersey Mike's for your game day party. Even if your team doesn't win, your mouth will. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Alex Smith back deep, awaiting the kick of Romeo. 14-0 Toms River North. Deshaun Wilder with a 31-yard reception. Stopped shy of the 20-yard line. Moving back up was Ussery, as he took it as one of the two up men in front of Alex Smith. And Toms River East will have it here, 1st and 10. Ball will be put right around the 18-yard line.
Got to be so frustrating for Kyle Sandberg and this Raiders staff. I think they came in with a good game plan. They've had success running the ball, but the penalties have absolutely killed them, and the first turnover.
9:59 remaining here, first half. Goodall on the ground. Giannetti doesn't go down on first contact from when we've seen him, and 10-yard pickup out to the 28-yard line. Ryan Holland on the stop.
That's what I mean. They've had success with that play. Giannetti has run up the middle a few times. Goodall's gotten in the open field a couple times. It just seems whenever they get something going, a penalty. And here, look at this again.
No, they're going to measure.
Oh, they're going to measure. Okay, I thought they were marching back.
Yeah, I did too, that they're measuring.
I mean, I think if you're the Raiders, you stay the course and you don't change anything. I mean, this is the way they've got to play. They've got to run the ball, mix in the run inside, a little bit outside. Try not to throw it often, because I really don't think you have much of a passing game. It's going to be a little bit short, so it'll bring up a second down at about half a yard.
Might be an opportunity here for Toms River East if they did want to throw. 2nd and short, the playbook pretty open. Goodall will split his backs. 3 receiver set. On the ground, here's Giannetti. Big hole up the middle. He'll get to midfield, 45-40. Tripped up by Borda. These quick hitting plays causing a lot of problems for Toms River North down to the 39-yard line. And Ed, you think of it from a defensive standpoint. We saw Toms River North last week blitz so much. Sometimes if you get those quick hitters, you can find a hole, and so far tonight, Giannetti's been able to do it.
Yeah, if you hit a gap that nobody's covering, you know, it's Katie bar the doors to the secondary, and that's what Giannetti is capable of doing, and he's running hard. You know, as the Mariners will now call a timeout and talk about it. I think they got to sit back a little bit more, let their linebackers get in the game.
Yeah, lot of credit to the interior of that Raider offensive line. Liam Meekum, the center, Stephen Carr and Joe Ganello, the guards, especially, along with Matt McKelvey and Brady Gibbons, the tackles. But I agree. We saw this last week. The North defense wants to make big plays. The linebackers, as we said last week, were always shooting gaps, always on the line of scrimmage. And the advantage is the offensive linemen, they just got to get a little contact on the guy. Giannetti's close enough to the line of scrimmage. He gets through the hole in a hurry. And I agree with Ed. I think if you're North right now, defensive coordinator, which happens to be Dave Ozowitz, you take your linebackers, you drop them back where linebackers normally play and say, hey, they're not throwing the ball that much. We don't need to be blitzing. Let's just play this run game.
Well, and think, too, even last week, the difference of how Toms River South wanted to run. They wanted to go outside the tackles. Right now, East is staying between the tackles. You blitz, you can kind of run guys down with some of the speed that Toms River North has. That's been negated by Giannetti just getting a step. Yeah. Those offensive linemen, as you said, Kevin, just turning guys one way or the other.
Yeah, look for Goodall to keep it one of these times on that zone read.
Here's a reverse setup. This is Smith, set up beautifully. 35, gets a block downfield from Davis, 30. Flag out, going to be a hold on the seam. Davis thrown about 10 yards down the field.
I'll tell you what, first of all, it was a great play call. Boy, did they have him fooled. And when Smith turned the corner, There was one North defender and Nassim Davis. They got locked up. They called a hold. That's the 5th holding call of the night, and that wipes out was a superb play. And again, Kyle Sandberg right now has to be besides himself.
Listen, we're on the opposite side to where that block took place. Unless he grabbed his jersey, I thought it was a really good job by Davis at blocking downfield.
Well, I'm on the opposite side, and I was about 5 yards from the block. No need to block him. All you got to do is screen him there. He grabbed him.
Okay.
1 yard. It amounts to a 1 yard penalty because it was 9 yards downfield, so it won't hurt the Raiders that much. But, you know, a play like that, you only run maybe once, you know, maybe twice a game, and the element of surprise is done now.
8:40 remaining, 14-0, Toms River North. Goodall wants to throw, goes down the seam, looks for Smith, it's batted away. Matt Spalletta on the coverage. He's maybe fortunate there as that one was forced in between a couple of white jerseys.
Little underthrown as well. You kind of had to get it over, as you said, get it over the one guy, Spalletta, and then in between the two, but Goodall not able to do that. And this has all the lookings of those other drives in which a penalty just killed it.
2nd and 11. 8:32 remaining in the opening half. Still 14-0 Toms River North.
Yeah. Back to the ground right here, Giannetti.
Engelhart, wide guy to the left. Smith and Davis to the right. Shotgun look. Goodall will run off the right side and fall forward for a gain of about 4. Ryan Holland will make the tackle, and we've got an injured player down right now. That's Matt Spalletta, the junior safety. Let's see if we can go into our scoreboard, pass any updates that we may have along for you.
I'm doing the same thing you are.
We've got our main guy, Bob Batters, up covering that Rumson RBC game.
Southern and Howell still tied 7-7. That's after 1 quarter.
Brick still up 14-0.
Red Bank Regional, they are playing Monmouth tonight, right? Red Bank is up 9-0 in the 2nd quarter, so they've picked up a safety there.
Barnegat with a 12-7 advantage on Point Borough.
Spalletta is up, limping noticeably as he walks off the field. Does walk off under his own power.
So the Raider offense coming back on now. They've got it with a 3rd and 7. We've got 8:19 remaining in this opening half. Home team trailing their crosstown rivals 14-0. 2-back set from the pistol. Giannetti on the ground again. Nice little push off the right side. He'll get about 4.
Brett Singer, who I believe replaced Spalletta, number 25, made that tackle.
Yeah, you could see the linebackers now for North. That time we're about 5 yards off the football behind the D front. You know, the D front defensive line are big enough to handle the offensive linemen for East and then let the linebackers clean up. So I doubt if you're going to see a whole out blitzes right now for the Mariners.
4th down, Matt. 4th down.
Yeah.
Goodall came out, so this will be a wildcat look here for Toms River East. Yusuf Ahmed, number 4, just checked into the game. He's in the backfield along with Giannetti. 4th down and a solid 3. Giannetti gets it. He'll run off the left side, trying to get around the edge. Runs into one white jersey, then his own man, and then wrapped up by Najelski, who will make the stop. 4th down carry, no good. Flag out.
Very late flag. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike on somebody.
Yep, and it was probably a dead ball, so this is going to be an interesting call here. That's not Giannetti's forte right there, running wide.
I agree.
It's on the Mariners, so.
Should be post-possession, though, I would think, on 4th down.
Well, I'm wondering if they're going to. It'll be a first down no matter what because they only needed 3 yards.
Well, not if it's post-possession.
Yeah.
If it took place after the play was dead, then it should be Mariner football.
It is.
It'll back Toms River North up 15, but they will get the football as they hold on downs.
Right. It's the right call.
It's another call that will not make Kyle Sandberg too happy. Difference of keeping the ball, but it is the correct call. It was post-possession.
Meantime, again, it was the penalty on the reverse that really stymied that drive. That was a good-looking drive, and the Raiders continue to shoot themselves in the foot.
It just confirmed with the official, Matt, it was a dead ball foul, personal foul.
Kazanowski back on here offensively. Ball sitting at the 18-yard line. Wilder, jet sweep into the short side of the field. Not a whole lot of room as he goes into Ahmed and Smith.
It's the first time they've had bad field position tonight, the Mariners.
6:45 remaining in the second quarter. Toms River North 14, Toms River East nothing.
If you're the Raiders now, what you really want to do is you want to go with 3 and out and then get good field position. Watch Kazanowski here. I would expect he'll put it up.
He'll work from the shotgun. Single back, 4 receivers. Pressure off the edge. Kazanowski, good throw. He's got a target over the middle. It's Aaron Craig who will make the catch. First down over the 35, gets to the 36-yard line, 19-yard pickup, and the Mariners will get a first down.
Man, he is cool as a cucumber back there. By the way, a great job again by the North offensive line. Kazanowski had plenty of time. Craig ran a nice route in the middle of the field, and the ball was right on the money.
Yeah, they just can't handle covering the receivers, the Raiders.
Kazanowski wanting to throw again. This one will go in and out of the hands of Zachary Brown, number 88.
He is he's considered the backup tight end. This is a sophomore. I'm going to tell you, we're going to hear a lot about him before he's done. Brown. Actually, he came in with 4 catches for 73 yards. The starting tight end, John O'Donnell, doesn't have a catch this year.
Second down and 10. Clock stop, 5:50 remaining. Flags coming out.
The Mariners might have moved. Yeah.
Procedure, yeah. The difference, Kevin, is that the Mariners very rarely line up with a tight end.
Yeah,
they're usually always splitting them, you know, and right now they're in doubles right now with 2 receivers on each side. And that just makes Kazanowski more as tough as ever because he just sits back there and picks up a receiver, an open receiver.
Second and 15 from the 31. Kazanowski throwing again. Good strong arm across the field. That's hauled in by Dominic Jacob, who will run down the far sideline. Inside the 15, inside the 10. Big train in front of him. Touchdown, Toms River North. 69 yards. That will go as it was snapped at the 31, caught at the 50, and then Jacob did a great job setting up his blockers in front of him. 20-0. Toms River North leads.
Oh, speed kills this big play offense. Again, Kazanowski with great protection. Found Jacob on the sideline almost in front of the Mariner bench, and he really only had to break 1 tackle. The defender should have had him, had a great angle on him, but did not make the tackle. And then Jacob, with his great speed, and as you said, picking up a convoy of blockers down the sideline, goes in, and the Mariners are rolling.
There's Joe Romeo on for his 3rd extra point attempt of the night. Spoletta, who had left with injury, back on to hold. High snap, good hold.
I think the Raiders are offside.
This will be offside, yes, Kevin, against Toms River East.
You know, the difference here, Matt, it's pretty obvious. For East to score, they've got to go down the field, probably going to need 8 to 12 plays, right? Run, here, first down. Then they get stopped by their own mistake, a penalty, or earlier in the game, a turnover. North gets the ball back. They hit 2 or 3 passes, bing, touchdown.
So Romeo will line up to do it again. Good snap here. Good hold. Good kick. 21-0. Toms River North, just like that. Mariners have jumped up by 3 touchdowns. We step out for 30 seconds. Back with more Ocean County football, brought to you by Jersey Mike's on 92.7 WOBM FM and ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
The sub above difference is daily, not shredded last night or baked yesterday afternoon. Good ingredients, prepped fresh every day. Because that's what daily means. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
The sub above difference is the silver lining. Order Jersey Mike's for your game day party and rest assured that even if your team doesn't win, your mouth does. Victory is all yours. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
For complete high school football coverage, including scores, highlights, features, and more, visit ShoreSportsNetwork.com.
Jersey Mike's Ocean County Football, 92.7 WOBM.
Hey, football fans, did you know that Moe's Southwest Grill caters? They deliver the ultimate Southwest experience right to your tailgate. Plus, every order comes with free chips and salsa. Order today at Moe's.com/catering or visit the Moe's of Toms River in the Coles Shopping Center. That big showdown in Monmouth County, it's Red Bank Catholic 14, Rumson nothing in the second quarter. Here's the kick.
High end over end. Smith is going to run it out of the back of his end zone. Or right at the goal line, I should say, the front of his end zone. Out over the 10, stop shy of the 15-yard line. 5:28 remaining here in the second quarter. 21-0.
I think that's one he should have let go into the end zone.
Did they change the rule? I didn't think you could run it out in high school.
I didn't think he was. Well, he
definitely caught it and took a backward step into the end zone. You're saying he carried it into the
Yeah, I think
end
that's
zone?
what happened. Yep.
First down and 10 here for Toms River East. Important here for the Raiders. Just run some clock. Don't give it back to Toms River North. Split back set. Goodall. Hands to Gianetti. Wrapped up by Jordan Johnson after a small gain. This Mariner team coming in 4-2. They went 3-2 in their divisional games in the American. Right now they sit as the number 10 team in the South Jersey Group 5 bracket.
Barnegat has taken an 18-7 lead over Point Borough with 4 minutes left in the first half.
.445 and rolling. From the pistol, Goodall will keep it this time himself and will lose 3. Johnson and Holland on the tackle. 2 guys that live in the opposition's backfield. Bring up now a 3rd down and 11. North playing this perfect so far. They'd love to get the football back and see if they could punch one more in before the end of the half. They will also get the football to start the third quarter.
Yeah, nothing really in the Raiders' favor right now.
Yeah, no backs here now for the Raiders. So
Back judge starting to count. Going to have to use a timeout or take a penalty.
Timeout.
Toms River East will use a timeout. We'll keep it here with 3:49. Coming up at halftime, we'll take you around the Shore Conference. We've got scores to talk about. It's crazy enough to say it, Kevin. We are just 2 weeks away from the start of the playoffs.
That's it. 2 weeks from tonight. By the way, Long Branch has opened up a 27-0 lead on Manalapan. How impressive are the Green Wave. The only thing to mar their season is the Red Bank Catholic game, a game that was tied at the half, and then they got blown out. But that's a really good football team.
Yeah, good and dangerous when you look at it. I'd love to see him play Red Bank Catholic again as they've gotten better during the course of the year. Of course, RBC right now playing that big game against Rumson in charge there. You've got those teams in Monmouth County, Kevin, that have been so impressive during the course of the year. You know, you've got the RBCs, you've got even Rumson, who, even if they lose the game tonight, they're still going to be a threat come state playoff time.
Absolutely, and a lot of people build that RBC-Rumson game as the battle of the two best teams in the Shore. Our Short Sports Network poll would disagree. We have Modern Day Prep number 2, and they could see RBC in the playoffs. That would be, to me, the gigantic matchup of the season, because I think they're the two best teams.
Would be one to certainly keep an eye on and get back to action here, as it is now third down and just about 12 for Toms River East. Raiders from the shotgun. Goodale wanting to throw over the middle, looking for Gianetti. It will fall incomplete, and Spalletta had the coverage.
Good to see Spalletta back in after leaving on the last series. That was a pretty well thrown ball. Gianetti came out of the backfield and ran a post pattern. Got one hand on it. But that was it, and now they'll have to punt again. And Stephen Carr is accustomed to punting from his end zone. It's the third time tonight he's been back there.
I think the problem for Toms River East and Goodall, every time they have to throw it, the Mariners know they do. It's been third and long a bunch tonight. Carr waiting for the snap. Two guys back deep. Short hopped in, pressure coming. Carr gets it away. Goodale stepping up to field it. He's got blockers in front, 35. Nice little move, gets his way to the 25-yard line. And talk about good field position, which has been our theme here in this first half. Mariners will have it 1st and 10 with 3:31 to go from the Raider 25.
Just can't do this against a good football team. This is kind of the worst nightmare for the Raiders come true. Penalties, turnovers, terrible field position all night, giving the Mariners great field position, and can't cover all the receivers.
Inside carry for Pruitt on 1st and 10. He'll bounce his way down to the 20-yard line, gain of 5. If you're Toms River East, Kevin, I thought you said it perfectly earlier. They came in with a good game plan. They've had good energy. But you've been playing with fire all night, and with another touchdown here, you're looking 28-0, and you could probably go into the locker room saying we weren't massively outplayed, but yet we're down 4 touchdowns. 2nd and 5 for North. Shotgun look. It is Pruitt off the left side, bouncing it to the outside. Pruitt inside the 10-5, dives to the goal line. That's a touchdown for Toms River North. 2 plays, 25 yards, and the Mariners striking again to go up 27-0, 2:43 remaining in the opening half.
Now, Pruitt did a great job. He bounced it to the outside. He broke one tackle low around his thighs and then used his speed to go down the sideline in front of the Mariner bench and into the end zone for his rushing touchdown, his 10th rushing touchdown of the season. And the busy Joe Romeo will be on to attempt another extra point.
Trying to make it 4 for 4 on the night. After last week, he was 6 for 6. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. That one moving left, but does get in the upright. 28-0, 2:43 remaining here in this opening half. And the old, let's make sure we score before the break because we know we're getting the football back. All of a sudden, Toms River North right now, Kevin, sitting pretty.
Boy, they're in great shape. I mean, the Raiders offensively have really struggled for the most part this season, taking away the Toms River South game. They scored 35 against the Indians and then 28 against Pinelands last week, but in between 6, 9, 0, and 7. So this would be a monumental mountain to climb, but I'm sure what the Raiders are thinking of is let's just try and get a touchdown. Let's try and have a drive in which we don't hurt ourselves and don't commit a penalty or turn the ball over. it's been a rough night for East, and I'll say it again because people are going to look at the score. I really think the Raiders came in, take away the penalties, which I know are a big part of the game, take away the turnover, but then on defense, you just can't cover all of these players. North has too many weapons, and if Kazanowski is going to have the time to throw like he's had tonight, he's going to find someone open.
Mike Goodall waiting to come back on here for one last chance in this first half. Romeo, good strong kick again. This time Smith will let it go over his head and into the end zone, come out for a touchback.
You know, I think Ed has touched on last week when we did the South-North game, the great student sections. Well, there's two great student sections again tonight. The Raider Nation, a lot of them are wearing light blue, which is one of their colors, light blue shirts with Beat North on it. But I love on the other side that, you know, we can barely see from here, the North fans are dressed for Christmas, which is great.
Yeah, and got some snow falling too a little bit. They must have a snow machine.
They got a few in Santa Claus outfits. It's pretty hysterical.
A lot of Santa hats.
A lot of Santa hats.
Early. Let's get through Halloween first,
well,
and then Thanksgiving.
Goodall back on. Canto Giannetti in the backfield. Giannetti gets it. Good size hole off the left side. Tripped up as he was looking for more. Stop made by Borda.
There's no doubt Giannetti has been the highlight for the Raiders so far tonight. He's probably up near, 60, 70 yards on the ground. Just that